Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Self Improvement Playlist. In today's episode, I'm going to be telling you guys about this beautiful technique that I came across a few months back, and it has worked for me every time, whenever I want to use it, ever since. And I'm so happy and I'm so glad to share this with you. It's just so famous too. It's none other than the law of detachment. The law of detachment, as the words say, is very obvious. It is where you detach from something. You don't detach from anything in random. You don't detach from the idea. You don't detach from the thought of it. You don't detach from the person. But what you do detach from is from the attachment you have towards it. You have the thought, you have the idea, you have the situation, you have procrastinated or daydreamed or visualized about it. Let's just say you have even tried to manifest it. You're doing it all correctly, but you're just missing one thing, that is detachment. You're not detaching from the thought. You're not detaching from the idea of you manifesting something. You're not detaching from the idea or plan that you have in your mind. For example, there are people you do not like who are in your life currently. And let's just say that you're trying to overcome that. You don't want them in your life. You're trying to very respectfully remove them out of your life. Simply detach. You're not clinging onto the idea of they are not the right one in my life. Instead, you're working on it subconsciously while consciously giving up on it. Let's dive deeper into this with the 5 pillars of detachment. Number 1 is set your intention, then let go. Just like I said, you know that that person or a group of people are not a good influence on you for the life you want to live. So, set the intention that you don't want to spend time with them, or you don't want to talk to them, or let's just say you don't want them in your life anymore. Set that intention in your head. Good, now let it go. Let it go. Let it float away in the trash maybe. Let it go. When you do that, it lets life unfold naturally. As I said, since you detach from the reality of the attachment, you are going to slide that piece of detachment into your subconscious mind, which is going to work on it for you. And sometimes this turns out really very quick. But that also doesn't mean that you don't stay committed to it. Yes, you are detaching from the attachment of it, but that doesn't mean you're not going to stay committed to it. You should stay committed to it. Do your best to stay committed to it for it to unfold naturally. Since your mind knows that you don't want that person in your life and you're not thinking much about it, you're not overdoing the thought of it, and you're staying committed to it somehow, indirectly or directly, things will happen in your favor. Number 2 is replace control with trust. Once you are in this complete mindset of trust over control, you're the happiest person ever, because once you have that mindset, you are never going to put you down by saying,
oh, I didn't get that because maybe I'm not meant for it.
no. Once you start believing trust over control, you start thinking in a much better way. What if you didn't get that because now it's not the right time? Maybe you still have a few more lessons to unlock. Life is a game, and to unlock every level, you've got to go through the hurdles. And very, very, very obvious reason for not obsessing over control rather than trust is because you cannot control the outcomes. You cannot decide on what is going to happen or what is not. Well, surely you can give it a try. You can assume, you can have an intuition about it, a gut feeling, but come on. You can't control the outcomes. You can't say that you've written a test and the outcome is going to be so great. Well, let me tell you, sometimes it's not. The other times, if it is, then good job. You did a really good job on your test. And I always, always, always say this to myself. If something does or does not happen to me, then I'm just like, maybe it was not meant for me. Maybe someone else needed it more than me. And I didn't have to steal it from them. Like, let them have it. I'll get it anyway. I'll get it later in my life. Or I might have got it earlier in my life too. Trust me, what's meant for you will simply find its way to you, and what's not will fade away. I love this line because if I did not believe in what's meant for me will come to me, I wouldn't have moved on from a lot of things. And I'm so, so grateful for this, and you should be too. Number 3, detach from expectations, not emotions. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you stop depending on things for peace. Alright, now, let's go with the example I gave earlier. You don't want a particular person or a group of people in your life. Cool. Done. Delete it now. Detach from the attachment. You don't stop caring. You don't stop behaving with them as you did behave earlier. Things will go in your way when you believe that if they're not meant for you, they'll leave your life anytime soon. Because you have it in your head now. You have stepped into the detachment phase of your life with them. You do talk to them. You do stay in contact with them. But maybe something's changed. Maybe the thought of not wanting them in your life makes you stay a little away from them. Maybe the idea of removing them from your life tells you not to spend much time with them. Listen to it, because that is going to make things much, much easier. While you still feel like you don't want them in your life because they're not good for you, it doesn't mean they're not good for the people they have the same frequency with. Because some things are attached to us, some things are around us because our frequencies match theirs. And if you feel like it doesn't match, don't worry, it'll go away. It'll drift apart, and you will see so many signs for it to drift apart. Maybe you saw it like 2 years ago, like just a random sign saying, oh, maybe you shouldn't be with them. Well, not very obviously, maybe something like an argument or something like not keeping secrets. You just didn't lock into it. You just didn't tap into it. Now you have, which is why you're here on this channel and this video. This step is truly very, very beautiful, because detaching from the expectation of them not talking to you is not going to work, because they don't know if you are going to detach from them or if you're not. So better have true emotions. Human emotions are crazy. They're so crazy that you go bonkers almost all the time into stuff like this. Making decisions, not knowing what to do, a lot of choices, you don't know what's wrong or right. A lot of emotions go through you, but that's fine. That's completely fine. You can still detach from them. Very nice example is me. I felt so sleepy. I felt so tired. I still kind of am tired after college and stuff, but I was tired and I did not have the motivation to do this video until I decided to disconnect my earpods from the laptop. And once I did it, I'm like, well, I have disconnected this. The only other thing I want to do right now, as I planned earlier, is film the video. And here I am. I just detached from the attachment that I will cling on being tired the whole day and not filming this video. While I did that, I'm here, like halfway into the video. Number 4 is my favorite, and I always say this as a piece of advice, which is live in the present moment. While you are in the subconscious process of detaching from someone or something, you've got to be present. Once you're present in the moment, you come into a realization that, oh, there's clarity and freedom everywhere. Like, mark my words, there's clarity and freedom everywhere. But to know that and believe into that and understand that, you've got to be present. You don't have to, just cling on to the past or chase the future. Nuh-uh. You are staying here in the present. You're clinging on to the past, go change it. Can you? You are chasing the future, go build something. Can you? No. All you can ever do is be present in the moment. So better be happy and be present in the moment rather than scratching your head thinking about the past or the future. Well, we can have plans about the future. We can have a bit of regrets about the past. But have you ever wondered that if you did not have all those regrets that you call, you wouldn't have grown into this person? And if you don't have a plan for the future, we'll never know what happens. And if you do have a plan for the future, we still don't know what happens. So better be present. We call it present for a reason. As in very iconic quote goes, I believe that past is just a history of what has happened and what cannot be changed ever again. And future is something that is very precious and which cannot be seen. It's like far, far away. It's like, there's something going on there, but you really don't know what is. But the only thing you can ever see and touch and feel is the present. So capture the moment. And number 5, this step is going to be really, really, sometimes really hard for you, because number 5 is letting go to create space. If you're planning on detaching from a person whom you had a lot of memories, beautiful moments, a lot of stories, I know it's hard to detach from them, but if you step into the 5th step that I just said, letting go of it, it's super easy. You want that person out of your life, let go of them. You just say, I let go of that person from my life. And just wait for the universe to work on it, because I believe in the universe so much that it gives me everything I ask for. All I've got to do is be present, is detach from the attachment, and most importantly, create space. which technically means I've got to let go of it. A very beautiful example of this can be your wardrobe. You heard me right. Your wardrobe. Let's just say, well, let's not just say, yeah, this really happened yesterday. Last night, I just opened my wardrobe and I was sitting there for I don't know how long. I was just staring at all the clothes and I was like, what do I even wear for college tomorrow? I don't have anything. And then I told the same to my mother. I was like, Mom, I don't have anything to wear. And she just comes into the room and she looks at my wardrobe and she's like, you don't have anything. You have clothes filled from the top of the rack to the very end. What is anything in this? And then I had to sit and think about it. I was like, why did I even think of that? Why did I think that I did not have anything to wear? Because I didn't let go of the stuff that didn't fit me to create space for what I want in my wardrobe. Now let's just imagine that I did clean everything, which I didn't. Let's just say I just threw away the clothes that didn't fit me, or those that are old, very old, torn, ripped, whatever. There is so much space for me. And the universe will send so many signs for me to fill it up. Online shopping offers so many buy one get one free or buy one get two free. Or let's just say it's your birthday. Or let's say your uncle from abroad came here and he gifted you a beautiful dress. Once you start discarding the clutter, there is so much space for new things to arrive. In simpler words, this is called decluttering and organizing. But according to the law of detachment, it is letting go to create more space. Basically the same thing. But when you're decluttering and organizing or reorganizing, you're just doing it subconsciously. But in law of detachment, where you let go to create more space, you are doing it consciously. This step is very important because only when you let go, you have so much there. Imagine you take all the furniture out of your house, you take every piece of decorative item that makes a home, and you put it outside. What do you see? What you see is nothing close to home. It's something new, it's empty, but it doesn't mean it will not be a home. Moving to new apartments, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful idea because you are letting go of your old house to create more space. And imagine you got into a bigger apartment. You're buying new stuff. You're buying stuff that you've always wanted in your home. You're buying the furniture, the comfiest sofa in your new home just because you let go of that past house. Imagine you didn't let go and none of those wishes would have come true. Your manifestations, 0. So, be whatever. The law of detachment is here to help. Thank you guys for watching this video. This was a really very short video, and I know it's been a while since I posted any video or since I ever sat down to really film a video because I did not really get time. I was a little busy here and there, and writing the script down, I really had a tough time. Not mentally or something. I was physically very tired, and I thought, what am I doing? I was just pushing this video apart for so many days, and today is the right day. And here I am, towards the end of the video. So the next time you want something or you don't want something, simply detach. See you guys in another video.